Terror struck Afghanistan on Sunday. 19 people were killed in a suicide blast in Jalalabad in the Nangarhar province. 17 of them were Sikhs. The blast damaged shops and buildings around the Mukhabarat Square. The group of Sikh leaders were scheduled to meet Afghan President Ashraf Ghani. They were on their way for this meeting when the blast struck. The Islamic State has claimed responsibility for this suicide attack. Among those killed was Avtar Singh Khalsa, the lone Sikh candidate who was set to contest elections later this year. Just last month, he had spoken to WION. He told our correspondent that minorities in Afghanistan were facing hardship. And he said that the Afghan government had done little to fix that. But Khalsa himself was hoping to change the situation. He planned on contesting the election to the Afghan parliament in October this year. The 52-year-old politician hailed from Paktia province, located in the eastern part of Afghanistan. He had lived most of his life in Kabul, though. Afghan ambassador to India called Khalsa a true patriot.
He was a real patriotic Afghan, and we really mourn the loss of this brave Afghan, and we wish his family, the Afghans, patience with the loss of such an irreparable one that we just came across. And we hope that Afghanistan, the world community, or friend India will stand with Afghanistan.
Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi in a tweet strongly condemned the attack. He said, and I'm quoting, "We strongly condemn the terror attacks in Afghanistan yesterday. They're an attack on Afghanistan's multicultural fabric. My thoughts are with the bereaved families. I pray that the injured recover soon. India stands ready to assist the Afghan government in this sad hour." India's Foreign Minister Sushma Swaraj met with relatives of those who were killed in the suicide blast. The meeting took place in the national capital of New Delhi. The deadly attack on Sikhs in Afghanistan has once again highlighted the plight of minorities in that country. This is the first time, though, that Afghanistan has witnessed such a concerted, targeted attack on Sikhs. But minority communities in general have lived under the shadow of fear for long, not just in Afghanistan, but also many other countries in South Asia. Our next report takes a look.
South Asia has been home to a diverse population. People of different religions have lived and thrived here. But this is now increasingly becoming a thing of past. Many religious communities have been facing discrimination, sometimes even by authorities in some of the countries in this region. The 1970s was a golden era for Sikhs in Afghanistan. A majority of Sikhs in Afghanistan have been forced to leave. According to some estimates, the number of Sikhs in Afghanistan has fallen to 900 from over 80,000 in the 1970s. Socially ostracized, Sikhs in Afghanistan continue to face economic hardship. Many refuse to do business with them. The daily economic and social discrimination sometimes even manifests into physical and verbal abuse. One remains. Cut to Pakistan, where Christians and Hindus have been targeted ever since partition. They are constitutionally barred from becoming the head of the state. Their places of worship have been attacked. Some have been even forced to convert. Another group facing the fire in Pakistan are the Shias. While they are not a religious minority, they have been subjected to severe sectarian violence. Every year, hundreds of Shias are killed in suicide bombings and targeted killings by the Sunni extremist groups. In Bangladesh, the condition of Hindus and Christians has been worsening with each passing day. With an impending election this year, minority groups in Bangladesh are already living in fear of communal violence. In 2016, a mob led by Islamic radicals torched the homes of several Hindus in Brahmanbaria district. The same year, 3 Christians were shot dead and dozens of houses set on fire over a long-standing land dispute in Gaibandha district. The ruling Awami League has been accused of backing such attacks. Cases were registered, investigations carried out, but none of the reports were even made public. Just last month, a state of emergency was declared at Kandy in Sri Lanka after anti-Muslim violence. Despite the clampdown, Buddhist mobs defied authorities and attacked mosques and businesses belonging to the minority community. Since last year, Sri Lanka witnessed a surge in religious violence. A Christians' rights group recorded 190 incidents of attacks on churches, clergy and Christians. Sri Lanka is 45th on the Open Doors World Watch List, which ranks 50 countries where Christians are most under pressure. In all, one thing is clear. Repression of minorities is rampant, often with the state looking the other way. In much of the region, minority groups are forced to live without identity in their own countries. Bureau Report, WION.